Welcome to the Rollout. This base includes a semi-open core with turrets covering the entire inside and a ton of loot space. You also have compound bedrooms to be able to defend against online raids, and inner peaks looking inside of your core. You also have great turret coverage covering your bedrooms as well as all of your loot storage on your third floor. Excellent coverage of turrets inside of your compound, as well as great wide gaps on the base. Hopefully you guys enjoy this video, and let's get into the tour. Alright, so moving on to the tour of this base. So, we are going to be starting out with the external TCs. Every single base these days should have these things. Everybody hates getting offline raided, but these things allow you to be able to keep your base and be able to restart for the next day. Coming into our compound gates here, we have windows looking at our front door and all the way around our compound, so we cannot be door camped. As well as windows looking back inside of the base to be able to defend against a raid. Coming inside, you're met by an auto turret. Same thing on the left and right. This base has great coverage of auto turrets all the way around, and they also secure this bedroom, as you can see right here. This is one of the 3 compound bedrooms that you will have while you use this base, and they allow you to look over these low walls by standing on the campfire and looking inside to be able to defend against raiders. Flying over here, we're going to show you that there are 2 more, same thing all the way around, so there are 3 in total all the way around the compound. Alright, coming up in the front door here, there is one on the left and right, and above you there will be 2 drop boxes for storage. Opening all the doors. This is where your open core will be. You have a total of 3 turrets looking down inside of your open core, as well as an absolute ton of loot space for all of your loot, including a bedroom and then 2 batteries as well to be able to supply your turrets with power. Gonna turn them on and off really quickly so you can see that you could reach these switches, no problem. Alrighty, coming down the ladder hatch here, this is where your bunker will be. Just to show you guys really quickly, all you have to do is break this frame by shooting it, and then it opens the bunker, like so. Replacing it, all you have to do is place a floor frame and then a roof, and then upgrade the roof like so, and that's how you make your bunker. Coming inside, you have a vending machine, a tier 3 workbench, and then 4 boxes for storage, as well as your TC. There's your upkeep cost per 24 hours. And then we'll place a window on there when you go offline. Alright, coming back up through the ladder hatch, we're going to head up to the 3rd floor. You are instantly met with a bedroom up on the 3rd floor, as well as turret coverage all the way around. So your bedroom will not be compromised and really easy to raid into, so you have a place to spawn at all costs. Coming up through here, this is where you will be having your roof peaks to be able to defend if somebody's on your roof, as well as your wide gaps to look down into your compound. Same thing all the way around. This base is mirrored on every single side. Alright. Jumping up onto our roof here. This is one of 3 ways up onto our roof. Every single one of them is covered by a turret, as you can see. And then we have our heli garage with 2 vending machines to be able to sell items and get rich during the wipe. Just to show you really quickly, heli fits nice and snug inside of here. No problems whatsoever. You have 2 windmills to be able to supply your turrets with power, up to the left and right. And you have great roof peaks all the way around the base to be able to defend against raids, and do a little bit of roof camping if that's your cup of tea. Peeks down into your compound as well. Cheeky little angles. And that's about it for the base tour. Now we'll be moving on to the build. Hope you guys enjoy. Alright, so moving on to the build of the base. You're going to be making a circle out of 6 triangles like so, then adding a single doorway on the front. You're going to be closing it in with walls like so, and then you're going to be placing 6 triangles above to fill in the roof. One of these triangles will be wooden, and that will be your jump up later on. Right in this triangle, we will be putting our TC. And we will not be closing it with a window because later on we will have to access that triangle to be able to upgrade it to high quality metal. So you want to leave that exposed for now. Alright, adding a double doorway like so, putting our single door and a double door, and then making a shelf here for our 4 boxes. Now, like I said, you don't put the window there, just so you can have access to that later. You might have to pick up one of these boxes. And to the left, as you can see, I placed a wooden workbench, a tier 1 workbench. Just so you have space in this tiny little starter to be able to have everything you need. And that is the starter like so. Heading back in, to the right, you can place 3 furnaces where your jump up will be. Just like so. And this is the starter unit you will be living out of for a little bit. Now you're going to have to get a good amount of stone to be able to do the next part. Moving on to the next part, I'm going to show you guys a very important step with this base. So where that wooden triangle is, you're going to have to come over here and place a square and fill it in with walls and a roof place, and then you're going to have to put a half wall there. You're going to want to upgrade this to metal, and then fill in this wall with another wall. That is the first piece of honeycombing you are going to want to do on the base, and that is where your bunker will be attached to, so you really need to make sure you do that. Coming over and around the base, of course, I showed you that I had to do this in 2 different takes, as you can see. But all you want to do is you want to fill this all around as a regular circle base like you would. Squares on every single side, and then fill in the triangles like so. And then what you want to do is you want to fill in every single square that is on the outside of the base with just walls, and then these will act as honeycomb for the base. We are going to be leaving the front door open just for now. And this is what it should look like. Placing a half wall to get up onto our roof here. We're going to be filling in all these squares with a roof tile, like so. Excuse me. And then we are going to be placing half walls all the way around our inner circle, like this. Then you are going to fill in the inner circle with more half walls. And this will be our pancake layer. And then you're going to fill in all these triangles with a roof piece, except for the one with the wooden triangle. That will be getting a ladder hatch later. So we will be putting a frame, like so. And at this point, you, hopefully you have a ladder hatch at this point, and you can place a ladder hatch here. If not, it's totally fine. You could have a doorway up there as a chute to go up, and a door. Coming down to our front door, we're going to close this in now. And the reason why we close this in is because now our second floor will be how we exit up through the base. So you will soft side out this piece of wood, and then this will be our way out of our base. Like I said, you can put a chute up here with a doorway. Just make sure to watch the build, so you're not missing any steps and know what to do. Alright, so coming over to every single square that I've placed before, you're going to place some half walls, like so, on every single one of them except for the front door piece. Just like this. And we're going to be placing a triangle on 4 of the 5 half wall pieces. The middle one in the back there will be for our bedroom later. Fill in these 2 triangles right here, and then we're going to cover it with walls, and that's where our 2 batteries will go later for our turrets. Going to be putting a roof on these 2 triangles like so. And that's where, like I said, the batteries will be going for our turrets. Now we're going to fill in every single one of these. These will be our loot rooms, so we're going to fill them all in with walls. All the way around like so. Add a double doorway as our front door, and then a wall like so. And that is where you can put your double doorway if you do not have a ladder hatch. Now these 3 squares that I'm placing half walls on right now, these are very important because this is where our peak downs will be inside of our core. Just like so. And these get ramps on them that are facing the opposite way. Just like that. So all the way around, 3 of them like so, as you saw on the tour. And then these 2 places get roofs, just like so. These also get shelves as well. However, those are for boxes later on, so you can just fill them in. Alright, once you've gone to this point, you want to add your ladder hatch. And if you do not have a triangle ladder hatch, totally fine. You could just keep the frame there. That frame does need to be there. And then you're going to fill this all in with roofs like so. Place a door on. Like I said before, if you don't have that ladder hatch, you can place that door there and it will be totally filled in. And then I place a ladder hatch to be able to access your roof, like so. Alright, this is what the base should look like. And now we will move on to our front door. So we're going to come over to the right and left here and place roofs to be able to get up onto our front door. A window and 2 doorways. We're going to put half walls above here like so. And then cap it off with a roof, and then a triangle for our drop boxes later on. Put our 2 single doors on, like so, and then place a window. And there's our front door. I like to place a box here early on, just to be able to jump up on that window and look a little bit further down. You know, get some better angles to see if anybody's door camping you, anything like that. Alright, heading back inside of the base. You want to add double doorways all the way around. This is where you want to start getting doors on your base. Because you probably will be living out of this stage of the base for a while. If you don't have garage doors, it's totally fine. You can place some regular doors for now. Garage doors are just going to be what you want to upgrade to later on. So I'm placing them just as a visual representation of how it works. Alright, once the base is at this stage, you're pretty secure. You have honeycombing on all sides. You have a front door with a lot of garage door spam going inside of the base. This is the point where I would probably start upgrading the core of your base. However, we will do that a little bit later. Because right now, I want to show you how to do the roof. So every single ramp here will be getting a triangle coming off of it like so. And then you will put 2 half walls and then another floor tile to cap it off. And this is where your 3 turrets will go to look inside of the core of your base. Just like so. Just to show you. And now we will be filling in these floor tiles. So it's flat all the way around, just like so. And we will be putting double door frames all the way around to close in our roof. These 3 rooms will either be bedrooms, depending on the group size you are playing with. If you're playing with a trio, I recommend turning all 3 of these into separate bedrooms, so every one of your players have a bedroom to spawn in. However, I use the space as a solo, so I use one of them as a bedroom, and the other 2 are for loot space. Almost always, people never blow up into my 3rd floor, so I will keep some valuable loot up here. If I do get raided, it's totally fine. I'll have loot to be able to fall back on and restart. Alrighty, at this point in the base, I recommend that you start upgrading your core. 2 stone walls to get into your core is not the safest thing, so I recommend you upgrade. We're going to be putting garage doors on these 2 door frames like so, and the reason why is because if you already have a tier 3 workbench, you want to make sure you place the garage doors before you place the workbench. Because if you place the workbench before you place the garage doors, you will not be able to put garage doors later because the workbench will block them from being placed. So these 2 double doors, it's very important to get garage doors on them as fast as possible, so you can place your tier 3 workbench later on. You will be removing your front door, and then putting a vending machine there, and then adding a single door right here, and you want to have it open inwards. Coming over here, the reason why I said to keep this open before is because now we are going to be upgrading this triangle that the TC is in to HQM. You can do this at whatever pace you want, depending on how fast you're moving throughout the wipe. However, I recommend you upgrade this TC component as fast as possible. So what you want to do is you want to upgrade the walls and the roof to armored, and then every single foundation can be made sheet metal. You do not have to armor your foundations. However, if that makes you feel safe, you can do that. Also, every single wall inside of the core will be being armored as well. And then every single part of the bunker gets armored, even the doorway. Same with the roof. Armor this all the way around. And then the shelf will be sheet metaled as well. These half walls also get armored because they are part of the bunker. And then all of these half walls going around your loot rooms will be, you should upgrade these at this point as well. And this will make it so if anybody blows through a few doors and then tries to blow down, they will be met by a bunch of honeycombing and an armored roof, so they should not be able to raid you. But it just depends on how many rockets they have. Upgrade all this to sheet metal. And then I like upgrading this wall right here to armored, because it makes them go through all the doors if they do not want to go through an armored wall. Upgrading the roof to sheet metal, like so people can't just blow straight down through 4 rockets all the way through stone. Make it a little bit more expensive. Alrighty, showing you guys how to place the boxes here like so. Pretty standard. What you want to do is you want to place the boxes down below for this to the right and left. And then you're going to want to place 2 on top of the triangle as well. Alright, so at this stage, this is what the base should look like. Just showing you front door. And at this point, you should probably want to start thinking about adding your external TCs. So what we're going to do is we're going to start working on our wide gaps. You want to go out 3 squares from the front, and then cap it with a triangle, and then go back with a circle like so. Delete all those triangles. Place a square, a triangle, and then a raised triangle, and then do the same thing on the other side, making sure the triangle is raised. Delete all the extra here, like so. And then you're going to want to place a triangle and then a square. Get rid of those triangles, half wall, and then floor piece to be able to connect them like so. Once you've done this, this is what it looks like. And now we will create our gatehouse. So going out with a square and 2 triangles, like so. And then we will cap it off with windows on each side, double door frame, and then fill the roof in. Placing our double doors on like so. You can do single doors. I just use double doors. It's totally up to you. Placing our embrasures on the 2 windows that will be looking inside of our compound, and then placing the windows on the outside to be able to look outside of our compound. Alright, now going out the front door here, we'll be showing you guys how to do our disconnectable TCs. So you're going to want to go out 4 squares, and then 2 triangles on the end of it. And then the triangle that is looking towards your gate, you want to have 2 half walls, and then fill this in like so. Going to be placing our TC inside of this triangle, right, like so. And then you're going to put a window and a double door frame. Window, and I like to put garage doors on. However, if you do not have a garage door, you can put a double door there. It's totally fine. Just make sure your TC is safe. Now connecting them, you want to place 2 off of your gate, 2 frames off of your gate, 1 off of your TC, and then connect them like so. Now it works. Foundation, roof, breaks it, just to show you how it works, and then place our frame back. That is our gatehouse. I will be doing 2 more on every single side, so I will cut to that, and I will show you the finished product of when we have all of our TCs up and going. Alrighty, so this is what it should look like. All 3 TCs placed around the base, just like so. Give you a little look around at what it should look like. 3 external TCs, just like so. Alright, now we'll be moving on to our wide gaps. So, to place these, all you have to do is get your double door frames and place them how I am placing them. You want to do 2 up, like so, and then add your floor tiles. And then add these ones coming off of the base like so, so it looks like this. Do this on all 3 sides, just to show you, once again. Place your double door frames all the way up to high like so. Place your floor, triangle, and then triangles off of the base to give you your wide gap. Just give you a look all the way around. This is what your wide gaps look like. And then we place windows, just like so, on your wide gaps. Alrighty, once you've done this, you're going to want to place a triangle off of this square right here. And what this is going to do is this is going to give your turret pod stability. So we will be able to place our roof later on. You simply just place a triangle, 2 double door frames going all the way up, and then finish it off with a half wall. This is also the part that will be connecting to our compound bedrooms. And it also, they're basically just legs to the base to give it more stability. But they do connect to the compound bedrooms that are going to be around the base. So they do serve more than a purpose than just stability, of course. So moving on to those, you're going to be placing a circle and triangles, just like so, and then coming up with a square and 2 triangles on each side. The outside part of your compound will be getting walls, and then the inside will have your low walls or your half walls, and then capped off by your low walls to be able to peek inside of your compound. Double door frame, fill in the roof, just like so. Put our jump ups, and then place our door. And these will be our compound bedrooms. Now you saw me place the double door frames to be able to connect the one triangle to the other. You must do that, however, if you do not do that, this will actually not be connected to the base, and it will decay later on. So we're gonna do that all the way around on each side. Alright, once you've done that, this is what it should look like all the way around. There are these perfect gaps all the way around your compound, and what we will be doing to those gaps is we will be filling them in with a wooden external wall. The gap is perfect for the wooden external wall. As you can see, it fits perfectly within the two. Just get it nice and snug, place it. Totally foolproof. Nobody can mess these up. Well, some people can mess them up, but if you've ever struggled placing a compound like, well, every Rust player has, these things should help you out a lot, because the gaps are totally perfect for wooden walls all the way around, and you should have no problem placing the compound. Alright, so once you've placed all your wooden walls all the way around, your compound should look like this. Nice and clean, no gaps whatsoever. And at this point, you want to put your metal barricades on top of your gatehouses. Alrighty, as you can see, metal barricades on every single gatehouse like so. There are six gatehouses that need, or 3 gatehouses and 3 bedrooms, so 6 places in total where you need to place metal barricades, and each one of them get 2, so that is a total of 12 metal barricades. Alright, so coming inside here, we're going to be heading up our letter hatch, and then heading out the very back door, just so you guys can follow along with me here. And what we're going to be doing is putting our peaks to look up onto our roof. So what you're going to want to do is place a half wall like so on each side, and then place a doorway. You want to make sure these are facing hard side toward you, and then you're going to place walls up here like so, and this will be your jump up onto your roof later on. Make sure to place the double door raised like so, so it is coming off of the half wall, and that's where your turret will be going. Placing roofs to be able to cap that off like so, just to show you how it looks. That will be your jump up later on. And this is where your turrets will go, like I showed you before. Turret goes under the garage door, so it's not affected by the garage door. And that will see down into the base through that ramp there you are standing on right now. So I'm going to do that all the way around. Same thing. Alright, once you've done that all the way around, should look like this. Doorway. 2 doorways next to garage doors, and now we're going to actually fill in the exposed parts of the wide gap. So you're going to place a wall here like so, and then a floor tile with a double door, and you're going to do that on every single one. Same thing all the way around. This base is mirrored on all 3 sides, so once you do one side, you'll know how to do the other sides. Coming up on top, you're going to place a half wall, just like so. And then cap it off with a triangle, and then do the same thing on the other side. And then you're going to want to fill in your wide gap roof, just like so. And this is how your wide gaps will look like. Now I'm going to do that on every single side, just to show you what the wide gaps look like. You saw them before. We'll do that on every single side, and I will get back to you guys when I do that. Alright, so once you've done that, your roof should look like this. Your wide gaps are totally done. They are sealed in, and there is no way to actually get into your base. Place these vertical embrasures on really quickly that I forgot to place on. And this is what your base will look like. Looking pretty good so far. Alright, now we're going to work on the honeycombing of this base. Now, I recommend you don't do any of the honeycombing past this point right here, because what you want to do is you want to upgrade everything that is on the 1st and 2nd floor of the outside of your base to sheet metal. So I'm going to upgrade every single part of the base And just to show you really quickly, you can actually access that foundation from the wide gap. You just have to find the right angle. But what we're going to do is we're going to go all the way around the base and sheet metal every single, the first and second floor of the base itself. So you're going to make sure every single part of the base is sheet metal on the first and second floor. Alright, so once you've sheet metal all of the first and second floor, this is what it should look like all the way around. All sheet metaled like so, and now you could actually work on doing your honeycomb. Now this part of the base you can do as stone, however I recommend you do it as metal, just to have a secure honeycombing all the way around your base. It doesn't matter which walls you do here, just to make sure you're filling in the half walls. You can do a 2 walls going up and then a half wall, or you could do 1 wall, then a half wall, then another wall. Doesn't really matter. This is just honeycombing of your base. It does not make a difference really whatsoever, as long as the walls are placed there and you actually have honeycombing for your base itself. Just fill in all the gaps all the way around. I, of course, accidentally messed up right here. That's okay. And that is the honeycombing all the way around your base. So now you are fully secure and have all the honeycombing you need. Like I said before, you can reach those foundations like so. And you want to make sure all of your foundations are upgraded, as I am doing like so right here. Every single one of them can be accessed, so you don't have to worry about not being able to access them and upgrade them. Alright, moving on to the roof of this base. Now, these roofs can be very particular, so you want to make sure you place them as I say in order, or else you will have problems later on and some things won't be able to be placed later. These little half walls that I am putting on top of the garage doors right now are for turrets. Little turret pods. And I wanna make this super clear. Even if you don't have your batteries and your windmills set up, I recommend you place turrets up here in these turret pods first before you place the roofs. And the reason why is because if you place the roofs before you place the turrets, the roof actually blocks you from being able to place the turret inside of these triangles, and you will not be able to place the turrets later on. So even if you don't have power, I recommend you put turrets inside of these turret pods before you place your roofs. Now, placing your roofs, you're going to want to place a roof on all 3 of these turret pods first. This is important because if you do not do these first, later on it will not allow you to place them because the other roofs will be blocking you. So once you've placed these 3 roofs like so, then you're going to want to place a roof off of this wide gap. And you want to make sure there's a little bit of gap right there, because you will see later on. But all 3 of these get a roof just like so. And then once you place those, then you want to stand on these roofs that you just placed to be able to place the other ones, just like this. And you're going to want to do that on every single side. And then the last part can be a little bit tricky, but you'll get the hang of it once you practice it a little bit. So how to place these last roofs, all you want to do is you want to get on the very edge, just like so, and then slowly back up to the point to where the roof faces out, and it will actually connect so you will not fall. Because sometimes I have fallen off of these, but once you do it and get the trick of it, it becomes very easy. You just have to be careful and not fall off. And once you've placed it, the roof actually they connect to each other, so it'll actually catch you if you're actually falling. And it should keep you up on the roof, so you have no issues. As you can see, I have a lot of practice with them, so I can get them pretty quickly. But yeah, once you've done that, your roof is fully done. And now you could actually work on your heli garage, if you are putting a heli garage on top. So, every single space here that is facing a turret will be getting a window. to the left and right of this one, you'll be putting a single doorway for vending machines, and then a double doorway for your garage door. Fill in the roof like so, and then place your garage door for your heli. Placing the window on each of these windows, and then putting a vending machine like so. If you do not have a vending machine, don't worry, you could just place single doorways there for now, but later on you can fill them in with garage doors. Just showing you, mini fitting nice and snug in there, no issues. Just like so. And that's our mini garage. Now to place our windmills, what you're going to want to do is go up on your mini garage like so, and where the left and right turret are, right here, you're going to be placing double door frames too high. And then you're going to want to put 2 triangles on each side of the door frames, just like so. This will allow just enough room for you to be able to put a windmill on top of these. And these will be what supplies all of your turrets with power. Alright, and that's the end of the base video, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. This was my first time making a full base tutorial, or a build tutorial on how to build the rollout. It took a lot of work, but I'm pretty happy with it. I know there's a lot of things I could do in the future to improve upon, but hey, man, not everybody makes a perfect video the first time they've ever made a video. So, and I'm not saying this is my first time ever making a video, but definitely my first time ever making a build video. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed it. If there's anything I could do better, let me know down in the comments below. I want to improve on, things that I do in the future. And yeah, so I hope to bring you guys more builds later on, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.